Dear students, welcome to our new class. We are continuing our history, chapter 2, from hunting, gathering to growing food, part 4. Next our section is changing environment. Around 12,000 years ago, there were major changes in the climate of the world, with a shift to relatively warm conditions. In many areas, this led to the development of grasslands. This in turn led to an increase in the number of antelope, deer, goat, sheep and cattle. That is, animals that survived on grass. Those who hunted these animals now followed them, learning about their food habits and their breeding seasons. It is likely that this helps people to start thinking about learning about herding and rearing these animals themselves. Fishing also became important. Fishing and herding. This was also a time when several grains bearing grasses, including wheat, barley and rice, grew naturally in different parts of the subcontinent. Men, women and children probably collected these grains as food and learned where they grew and when they ripened. This may have led them to think about growing plants on their own. In this way, people became farmers. People could also attract and then tame animals by leaving food for them near their shelters. The first animals to be tamed was the wild ancestor of the dog. Later, people encouraged animals that were relatively gently to come near the camps where they lived. These animals such as sheep, goat, cattle and also the pig lived in herds and most of them ate grass. Often, people protected these animals from attacks by other wild animals. This is how they became herders. Taming animals. Dogs. After that, sheep, goat, pig. Can you think of any reasons why the dog was perhaps the first animal to be tamed? The first animal to be tamed was the wild ancestor of the dog because the dog is smaller in size and could be easily kept. Also, it is an intelligent animal when it is compared with other animals like goat, sheep and pig. Domestication. What do you mean by domestication? It is the name given to the process in which people grow plants and look after animals. Very often, plants and animals that are tended by people become different from wild plants and animals. This is because people select plants and animals for domestication. For example, they select those plants and animals that are not prone to disease. They also select plants that yield large size grain and have strong stalks capable of bearing the weight of the ripe grain. Seeds from selected plants are preserved and sown to ensure that new plants, that means and seeds, will have the same qualities. Amongst animals, those that are relatively gentle are selected for breeding. As a result, gradually domesticated animals and plants become different from wild animals and plants. For example, the teeth and horns of wild animals are usually much larger than those of domesticated animals. Domestication was a gradual process that took place in many parts of the world. It began about 12,000 years ago. Virtually all the plant and animal produce that we use as food today is a result of domestication. Some of the earliest plants to be domesticated were wheat and barley. The earliest domesticated animals include sheep and goat.